There's a temporal dimension to Mediterranean eating that goes beyond what you eat to when and how you eat it. Traditional Mediterranean patterns involve larger midday meals, lighter evening meals, leisurely pacing, and social context. These aren't just cultural quirks. They align with chronobiology research showing that meal timing significantly affects metabolism, and they may be as important as food choices themselves. The science behind meal timing relates to circadian rhythms. Your body's ability to process food, particularly carbohydrates, varies throughout the day. Insulin sensitivity is generally highest in the morning and decreases as the day progresses. This means the same meal eaten at breakfast versus dinner produces different metabolic responses. Eating larger meals earlier when your metabolism is most efficient makes physiological sense. Traditional Mediterranean cultures often make lunch the main meal, consuming perhaps 40 to 50% of daily calories midday. Dinner is lighter, sometimes just soup, salad, or a small portion of protein and vegetables. This pattern, sometimes called front-loading calories, has been studied for weight management and glycemic control with promising results. The challenge is that this completely contradicts most modern Western patterns, where dinner is the largest meal and often eaten quite late. Work schedules, family dynamics, and social norms all reinforce evening-heavy eating. Reversing this requires significant lifestyle restructuring and often isn't fully achievable for people with conventional jobs and family obligations. But partial implementation is still valuable. Even shifting toward somewhat larger breakfasts and lunches while reducing dinner portions can provide benefits. Some people adopt this pattern on weekends while maintaining more conventional timing during the work week. Others focus on the timing principle of not eating late, finishing dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime regardless of portion size. The eating pace matters separately from timing. Mediterranean meals are traditionally leisurely, sometimes lasting an hour or more, particularly for the midday meal. This isn't just cultural preference. Eating slowly allows satiety signals to register. It takes about 20 minutes for hormones like leptin and peptide YY to signal fullness to your brain. Eating quickly means you consume more food before these signals arrive. Creating time for unhurried meals in modern life requires intentionality. This might mean actually taking a full lunch break instead of eating at your desk, putting away phones and screens during meals, and treating eating as an activity deserving attention rather than something you do while multitasking. The social context in Mediterranean cultures is also significant. Meals are often shared with family or friends, involving conversation and connection. Research on blue zones consistently identifies social connection as a longevity factor. The act of eating together appears to influence both what and how much people eat, generally in positive directions. For people interested in combining meal timing with intermittent fasting principles, there's synergy. Time-restricted eating, where you consume all food within an 8 to 10-hour window, finishing by early evening, combines the benefits of meal timing with fasting periods. This might mean eating from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., having a substantial breakfast and lunch, a lighter early dinner, then fasting overnight. The practical barriers are real. Most social dinners and family time centers around evening meals. Business dinners, dates, celebrations, these happen at night. Completely restructuring to Mediterranean timing isn't realistic for most people. The goal is adopting elements of the pattern where feasible rather than perfect adherence. Research linking meal timing to metabolic health is compelling enough to warrant experimentation. Track how you feel with different eating schedules. Notice energy levels, hunger patterns, and sleep quality. Some people thrive with larger morning and midday meals. Others feel sluggish eating heavily during the day. Individual variation matters, and the optimal pattern for you might differ from population-level recommendations.